All right. Here we are. It's time. It's finally time to beat this game after 3 failed attempts. Here we are, attempt 4 at the Elite Four. Welcome to it. Welcome to the Elite Four. Welcome to my channel. I'm here for it. And I'm here to beat a hardcore ChefLocke of Emerald Seaglass. Alright, volume sounds good to me. Let's make this happen. Now, I did a little housekeeping since the last stream. Went out, picked out some berries I could find, some helpful berries. Got a couple lum berries, some citrus berries. I kind of scoured around to see what routes I might still have encounters on, because we do have one ingredient that we never caught, the Merida chili, but I just couldn't find a route that we didn't get the encounter or skip the encounter on that made any sense at this late point in the game. And I've never cooked Pozole with the Merida chili before. It was just something I found was used in some recipes, maybe even just one recipe that I found online. So I made the call and said, we're just gonna go with the ingredients we have. Out of the 30 possible ingredients available to us, in this run, we ended up catching 29, and 2 of them passed away. We lost cilantro, sadly. Love cilantro. We lost cilantro to Roxanne. They were a really important momentum shift for us and helped us take that home and keep the run alive. And then we lost sour cream to a trainer, to a Wobbuffet in Tate and Liza's gym. It was kind of mirror coat or counter roulette. We were hoping for mirror coat. We got countered and one shot. So that's the nature of the game. And these 2 sacrifices got us all the way here to the Elite Four. Now, I spent a long time looking at this Elite Four and thinking about who I wanted to bring ultimately to this fight. And this is the team that we are going with after all. We've got Avocado, the Tinkaton, Cumin, the Machamp, Pork Shoulder, the Swampert, Hominy, the Lantern, Garlic, the Gyarados, and Cabbage, the Jumpluff. Now, there are a few Pokemon that I really considered bringing that just barely didn't make the cut. I was really seriously considering Umbreon, but I was looking through everyone, and what I saw, because I'm worried about Phoebe. I don't have like a distinct answer to Phoebe. I was thinking about Chicharron, the Kangaskhan here, who has been so valuable in this run. I was thinking about bringing her and trying to spam Crunch, and I think that could work, but that would be the one fight she would be really useful in. But what I was looking through my Pokemon, and when I was looking through movesets and all that, I came upon Garlic here, and I remembered that not only does he have Crunch, but he has Dragon Dance. And this setup, this Dragon Dance setup, I think is going to end up being instrumental in beating the Elite Four ultimately. And Cabbage was the one that I was really... I always like to bring my starter. Honestly, Pork Shoulder doesn't really have a great use case in this particular Elite Four, but ultimately he's a really strong Pokemon, and I do believe that having my starter on my team is just more often than not for the better. He can resist a lot of stuff if need be, and he can really hit a strong Earthquake that, even if we're just hitting neutral damage, should be hitting some real good damage if and when that time comes. Hominy was kind of like, as soon as I caught him, as soon as he learned Tail Glow, especially, as soon as she learned Tail Glow, I was like, I mean, Wallace better watch out. And, Wallace has a few answers to us. We got a Gyarados with Earthquake that we do not want to get stuck in front of, and Whiscash, of course, and also Ludicolo, but his Wailord, his Milotic, and hopefully his Tentacruel are really going to see another thing coming. So this is the team. I really spent a long time thinking about it. That's the team. So I am going to, before we get all the way started, we're going to go take a quick visit to Petalburg Woods. So we do have to get a flying Pokemon. They don't let Jumpluff fly us around. So Radish will fly us out to Petalburg. And what we do to get status so that we don't just like kill everything in front of us is we can teach Cumin bulk up here. I also bought like every TM because once you beat the 8th gym, like every TM becomes available at the Sutopolis Pokemart, and so yeah, bought like every TM just to see what was available to me. And one of the other distinct reasons I chose not to bring Salty Umbreon after all is because I couldn't figure out a way to teach him Wish. And Wish was really a huge element of what made him useful in my mind as far as actually bringing him to the Elite Four. It was just like, can he help heal my other Pokemon? Because he has Moonlight, he can heal himself, but he's just not enough of an offensive threat. And Toxic's good, but it's just not, it's just not worth a whole slot when I have really specific uses for everyone else in here except for Pork Shoulder. But like I said, I really typically like to bring my starter, even if he's not the most useful guy. I just think you start your journey with him, you should end your journey with him. I don't know, that's just how I feel. I'm weirdly sentimental about it. We're waiting on I guess I could do Wurmple. We were waiting on a Spinarak, so hopefully this will take care of it. We're just hoping to get poisoned. Nice and quick. Thank you, Spinarak. So now that he's poisoned, we don't want to forget, we're going to teach him Brick Break. And we are going to go through, I'm going to go through and double check everyone's moveset to make sure that there's nothing glaring, no glaring issues before we walk in there. Now, let's see here. We also have to rare candy everybody up. Now, the level cap, as I understand it, in a hardcore Nuzlocke, is based on when you get to the Elite Four. It's based on the ace of the final member of the Elite Four, not the champion, but the Elite Four themselves. And so that's the only level I actually have reference to. And according to my documents here, the level cap is 55 for Drake. Now, I personally don't like to go into the Elite Four all the way at that level cap. I just think it trivializes the first match especially, but like it trivializes like every match afterwards. So I'm gonna go ahead and just take everybody to about 53. I don't know what level Sydney's Pokemon are gonna be at. I imagine it'll be a little lower than 53, but I just think like it's enough to get us through, and we have the rare candies. If people are still lagging behind by the time we actually get to Drake, we can get everybody up to 55 by that time. But I just think this is better. Avocado's at 54 because she overleveled a little bit before. Well, not overleveled. She's below the level cap still, but she got up to that level in the Victory Road on our last stream. So last stream we beat Juan handily. We got through Victory Road, no issue. Wally is kind of a pushover in this game, especially there's nothing he can do to Avocado. That's one of the reasons she's so leveled. But this is what we're doing. This is what we got. I'm just gonna make sure Avocado has the right thing. I think it's just a citrus berry. There's like plenty of I don't have the best held items in the world. I didn't find any choice items or anything like that. So we're just gonna kind of take like a generalized approach to held items, except for specific instances. Like our leads will have specific things. Like there's I think there's two fights actually that I'm trying to put a Lumberry on Gyarados specifically because it'll come up. It'll come up. we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. So I'm here for it. Like I said earlier, this is a hardcore ChefLocke of Pokemon Emerald Seaglass. If you're like, what the hell is a ChefLocke? That's because I made it up. It's something I came up with earlier this year. It's a new variant of a Nuzlocke. So for us, hardcore Nuzlocke rules apply. So everything you know and love already, permadeath, only the first encounter on each route. I don't think we need the bulk on Sydney, but I think this is it. I think we're ready to go. So permadeath, first encounter only, no healing items in battle except for held items, and you can't overlevel past the next leader's ace. The ChefLocke variant, if you're tuning into just the Elite Four, if this is your first stream, thanks so much for joining us. It doesn't look like anybody's live. I don't think anybody's watching these lives, but it just seems like the view counts go up a little bit. So whoever's watching this, whenever you're watching this, I deeply appreciate it. So I'm sure you already know, but the way the ChefLocke works is when we win this game, I'm going to make pozole. Pozole is a traditional Mexican soup that is just so fucking delicious. There's plenty of variations, but we're making a pozole rojo with a red chili sauce and a slow-cooked pork shoulder and delicious fluffy hominy. It's going to be amazing, and I've been dreaming of it for months and months and months. Even while I was doing the lasagna run of Fire Red, I was sitting around like, I'm doing pozole next. I want that pozole. So I think without further ado, we just got to get it started. It's time to go. How you feeling? Oh, you weren't watching where you were going? How you feeling now? Okay. You seem happy enough. All right, it's time. It's time. I'm going to play some music in the background here. If that's too quiet for you, it's not for me. It's more for me for you than you anyway. All right. Let's make it happen. Sydney, give me your best friggin' shot. We've only lost 2 ingredients to this challenge so far, cilantro and sour cream. We've got some of the most important ingredients for the flavor and for the texture of our soup. Between avocado and cabbage, 2 of the most important toppings in the soup, and garlic and cumin, 2 of the most foundational ingredients in all Mexican cuisine. And then our foundational ingredients, pork shoulder and hominy. Now, if either pork shoulder or hominy die in this challenge, we lose the game. That'll be a full wipe. The loss of any of these ingredients would be devastating. But I think we've got it. Avocado is like faster than you would think a tiny little fairy dragging a huge hammer around is. It doesn't hurt that she's pretty high levels, so we outspeed and one-shot that mighty Anna nice and handy. Let me double check the speed stat actually. Yeah, 122. I think she's our fastest. Okay, our second fastest. That's right. Jump Bluff is a speed demon. I didn't even press fake out on the Mighty Anna because the idea here is really just to hit play rough over and over again. Okay, so we don't get the one shot. My guess is he heals. And that the play here is to actually, I think Ironhead's the play. Ironhead has to do that much damage. And then after the heal, we should be able to take him out with one more play rough and should outspeed. So we click Ironhead. Oh, he doesn't even heal. I gotta think this takes him out. Okay, yeah. Down goes Crawdaunt. Who's out next? Honchkrow. R.I.P. Sour Cream the Murkrow. Oh, fuck. Misclick. Oh, double team's bad. I misclicked fake out. Oh, God. Okay, avocado, you gotta hit this. You really... Thank God. Okay. Take it out. Take it out. Perfect. Okay. Okay. We only burned one extra play ref PP. That's fine by me. Avocado reaches level 55, and we keep going. Okay, Absol, level 49. Is that his ace? Is his ace 6 levels under the champions? That seems wild to me. But okay. I was expecting at least level 50. I don't know. I don't know what the caps are in Vanilla Emerald, but Cacturn, yeah, 49 I think was the ace. Alright, and that's a clean sweep from Avocado. Alright, good work, Avocado. Gotta be a little more careful, a little more deliberate. That fake out misclick, a mistake like that in a higher stake situation, that could really mess us up. It's funny to me when Sydney's like, listen to what this loser's gotta say. I'm a loser. I lost to you. I'm like, I appreciate your honesty with yourself. Alright. Now, here is the first scenario where garlic comes into play. I think a dragon dance and some crunches should really go a long way here. Now what we want to do though is we want to hook him up. I don't have any person berries, so we hook him up with a lumberry, and we should get off one dragon dance for free against this Dusclops, against Phoebe's Dusclops, and then the hope is then that we can basically sweep from there. So he's adamant, that's what we want. Dragon dance, crunch, lumberry, and a dream. How are you feeling? Focused with a sharp gaze. Me too, garlic. Let's do this shit. Let's do this shit. Let's take on this Hawaiian ghost lady. I've never understood Phoebe. And the aesthetic of Phoebe makes no sense to me. I like the aesthetic fine, but as a ghost trader, it's just never made sense to me. I don't get it, but okay. Dusclops is, we're not worried about Dusclops as a physical attacker, so, oh. I gotta be careful about these misclicks. Alright. Dragon Dance. We get one off for free, at least one. If he hits anything but okay, he hits Confuse Ray, so the Lumberry takes care of Confuse Ray. Now, I don't know what the calc is on this. I really don't know if one Dragon Dance is enough to one-shot. But if we can get past this, no one else... Crit! 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 Garlic! You absolute beast. Alright, that's perfect. No one else... We don't have any other confusion. No one else has Confuse Ray on this team. Okay. Dusknoir is all attack moves. He does know Rock Slide. But in my mind, Dusknoir is not some offensive monster. Dusknoir is all about bulk, right? I think especially Rock Slide's not particularly accurate. Dusknoir is not particularly offensive. And it's not a stab move. I think we take the opportunity to set up one more Dragon Dance. And then at that point, I don't see how we don't just clean sweep with garlic from here. And if it does, if something goes terribly wrong, if the Rock Slide really hits us way too hard or something, or whatever it is, I do think we can steer around easily enough between Machamp knowing knockoff and Tinkaton, Avocado. Whoa, what did he even do? Did he miss? I didn't see what happened, but I think we gotta take it. 2 Dragon Dances. Oh my god. Such a small sliver of health. Okay, he hits the Rock Slide. He must have missed a Rock Slide. Okay. Okay. And I don't think we were even, like I said, I don't think we were even in danger of crit there. So we hit Crunch again. And I think Dusknoir, level 51, that might be the ace of this team. And it's certainly the bulkiest Pokemon on our team. Now, let's see here. I do think Miss Magi. Okay, yeah, it is. It's the highest level Pokemon on our team. I'm realizing I do have access to the levels here. Okay. Okay, Banette. I mean, the worst thing. What's the worst case scenario against Banette? A Thunderbolt. We are +2 attack, +2 speed, and 4 levels over this Banette. You know, but a Thunderbolt might, I mean, Banette's more of a physical attacker in my experience, but a Thunderbolt still could take us all the way out. This Banette maybe doesn't look like a physical attacker. It only has 1 physical move. We have 2 Dragon Dances set up. We have an attack stat effectively of 320. Or 332 maybe, if I remember it. And then the speed. We click it. Okay, we outspeed. Okay, 1 shot, easy. I had to think it would. Okay. Now Miss Magius is a fairy type. It doesn't know anything particularly threatening to us. It knows Shadow Ball, Moonblast, Nightshade, Feint Attack. Obviously, a crazy Shadow Ball or a crazy Moonblast would hurt. It wouldn't be good. But we definitely have speed. Waterfall is stab. So it's a similar damage output to Crunch. I mean, Crunch with the super effective would be 160 base power. But Stab Waterfall should be 120 base power. Crunch 160 base power against the other ghosts we've taken on so far. After this Miss Magius, we got Dusknoir out, we got Banette out of the way, we got Dusclops out of the way. After this Miss Magius, all we've got to deal with is Frostlass. Infernal Parade, to me, sounds like a fire move. Like, I was thinking, do we bring in Tinkaton? I don't know if this is the smart thing to do, but I'm gonna click Waterfall. Okay. And I gotta think a Crunch will take out this Frostlass. I gotta think a Crunch will handle this Frostlass. So, sure, what you got, Garlic. I love that sprite. Nice. Done deal. Cursed Body should have put her out way earlier. I mean, that could have caused us some real problems. No, Garlic, you don't need to know Hyper Beam. Alright, down goes Phoebe. Okay. Alright, y'all. We gotta heal up. How you feeling? You're still focused with a sharp gaze. I appreciate that. Now, it's time for Glacia. And this is where Cumin should shine. Now, we're going to get outsped sometimes. We do have the Quick Claw. How are you feeling? You're focused with a sharp gaze. Good call. Is anybody under 53? Cabbage is definitely not getting sent out. Hominy is at 53. Her ace is 53. I'll bump everybody to 54. Just because we can. We're still under the level cap. Alright. Let's do this, cumin. So, guts. I mean, obviously the trade-off is that we're poisoned. So, and we're slow, but we're tanky. And I gotta think we should be able to take at least 2 or 3 Pokemon out before we have to think about switching out. Okay, he sets up Hail. Not worried about some Hail. And we one-shot. Okay, good. I had to think we did. Cumin's attack IV is perfect. Wall Rain. Ace comes out immediately. I mean, the worst thing this thing can do to us is hit us with Surf. We can't get frozen. We press Brick Break. Quick Claw! The Quick Claw! Cumin with the Quick Claw! Do we get a one-shot? Do we one-shot? Guts boosted. Brick Break, yes! Cumin one-shots the Wall Raid. Oh, Ace is down. Ace is down. Okay, that's excellent. Who's next? Cloyster. Cloyster's definitely going to be faster than us. Spike Cannon, Hydro Pump, Icicle Crash. We could get flinched. That's... And he's got much better physical defense. I think we can look at... Oh, God. Okay. Okay. Wow, crit would have been awful. But you take the KO. Okay, Cumin, you've done your job. That is why you were here. Took out the 2 beefiest by a lot beefy. Like the... Okay. We got Glalie and Glaceon to worry about still, so we're not out of the woods. Who comes out? Okay. Glaceon has Attract and Chilling Water to worry about. Oh my god. It's a boy Glaceon. Oh dude, I don't want to send out any of my boys. I think we go for Avocado. Chilling Water. How's that work? Attack drop. I think we take the chip damage that we can get, so we go Fake Out. Yeah, that's not a lot. Glaceon's no slouch. Part of me just wants to hit Bonk. But part of me thinks with the attack drop, even the Bonk might not do a one-shot. Glaceon's really tanky. I think we go for the flinch. I mean, I gotta think we outspeed. Go for the flinch. Okay, I'm not sure. I'm not sure if Gigaton would have killed from that range, but I know that it will now. So, say hello to a Bonk. Yes, okay. Now we have an attack drop. We're -1 right now. Alright, this Glalie comes out. I gotta think Iron Head's the move still. Like, I don't think there's anything this Glalie can do to us that says we should switch out, certainly. Avalanche, Ice Beam, Rock Slide, Crunch. Yeah, we resist every move. Ooh. Oh, shit. Defense drop. The bonk should take it. And that's... Alright, that's Glacia down. Okay. It's Drake time. Honestly, I'm the most afraid of Drake. I think we... Weirdly enough, we have a better... Like, a lot of Drake's Pokemon have either Earthquake or Flamethrower or both. And so... it kind of makes Avocado not the best choice as a sweeper. Good job, guys. We don't want to full restore Cumin because we want to keep Guts. But we do lead Avocado because we are going up against Kingdra first, and Kingdra... Come on, hold on. My screen did something dumb. Kingdra here can't hit us with anything worse than Hydro Pump. And so I gotta think Play Rough is the play. Oh wait, I don't want to do that. Alright. Alright, everyone's at the actual level cap for Drake now. How you feeling? Are you focused with a sharp gaze? I had a feeling you might be. Alright. Alright. Okay, no, wait. I had something I wanted to do. So Tinkaton here is going to take on Kingdra, and then one of these Earthquakers is going to come out. It's either going to be Steelix or Flygon. There's a chance it's Salamence. It has Flamethrower. But I really think it's going to be one of the two Earthquake Pokemon because it's Stab for both of them. Where it's not for Salamence. Flamethrower is not. So it's like a heavier move, more likely to kill. Same type of attack bonus. I think it's going to be one of those two. Now, if Emerald Seaglass Switch AI works like Emerald Switch AI, they send out the Pokemon that has a super effective move that is still weak to a move from my Pokemon for some reason. This I learned from the Emerald Kaizo videos, which is based on Emerald Switch mechanics still. So, with that being the case, my guess is that Flygon comes out after we take out this Kingdra. Now, if that happens, it's going to hit Earthquake, and what we want to do is switch in Gyarados. Gyarados has Ice Fang and Dragon Dance. And if we can get off a couple... If we can get off 2 Dragon Dances, I don't know how much Flygon's going to hurt us with Crunch, but it's not Stab. Dragon Breath is Stab, but it's a special move. I don't know. I don't know. But what I do know is if it starts hitting Dragon Breath, or Flamethrower instead of Earthquake for some reason, we want the Lumberry on Gyarados this turn. So we're gonna give him the Lumberry, and then was I worried about a freeze? I am. Okay, I do. That's the one thing. I mean, I can't imagine Kingdra ever hits Ice Beam against Tinkatuff. Was I think that might have been a Wallace thing. I'm not sure. I don't think we're going to get hit with Ice Beam. That seems really silly. I think we go. It's time. All right, Drake. Your little sailor's hat. Show us what you freaking got. Stresses me out. Stresses me out. Avocado. Hit that fake out. Okay. This might not kill. But we have to do it. That's what we got to do. Okay, it doesn't kill. Oh, fuck yes. Okay. I think this is another situation where we hit an Iron Head. Oh, okay, he didn't heal. That's two guys now that haven't healed when I definitely thought they were gonna heal. Does anyone use heals? Steelix. Yeah, we send in Garlic. He doesn't have Rock Slide or anything. I think we send in Garlic and we try to get one Dragon Dance off. Hit the Intimidate. Iron Defense is not what we want to see. But we really don't have... Oh, God. I misclicked. I just clicked through. Oh, God. The flinch is not bad. Okay. One Dragon Dance should give us a 3-hit KO. This really could be our win condition, is setting up these Dragon Dances. We just have to not get Dragon Tailed. Okay. Okay, that sucks. I'm gonna try to flinch again. Fuck. Oh my god. Hopefully this guy... Okay, so... I'm afraid that if I keep setting up too crazy, he'll use Dragon Tail. Okay, we get hit with a crunch. It does like nothing, okay. I'm gonna click it and hope he doesn't Dragon Tail us. Because this is 2 Dragon Dances, it definitely puts us in range to take him out with one more Waterfall. Don't hit Dragon Dance. Okay. Fuck yes. We got 2 Dragon Dances up. This should take it. Okay, and you crit. Another crit from Garlic. We have 2 Dragon Dances set up. And Altaria, Flygon, Salamence, all of them get hit for super effective damage with Ice Fang. We've got 2. This is a quad. I know we have the defense drop. And I know this thing knows Rock Slide. But in this game, if I'm not mistaken, Ice Fang, 100% accuracy. It's 4 times super effective. It could freeze or flinch if it doesn't kill. We have a ×2 attack, so an attack stat of nearly 340 effectively. We click it. God, I think this kills. Okay, yes, okay. Salamence down. Salamence down. We're not out of the woods. I do not like the look of this this Altaria. You know what I mean? It's just kind of... Now, Flygon, if Salamence goes down to 1 hit, there's no way Flygon doesn't. There's just no way that this doesn't take it. Yeah. Perfect. Last Pokemon. Doesn't know any electric type moves. It knows Dazzling Gleam, Dragon Breath, Aerial Ace, Dragon Dance. Dragon Dance, not that scary to us. Not that scary. If it starts clicking Dragon Dance over and over again, if it stays alive through the Ice Fang, then all it can hit is Aerial Ace. We send out Avocado, we send out Tinkaton. Because Dazzling Gleam, Dragon Breath can't barely hit us for anything. Dragon Breath can't hit us at all. Dazzling Gleam's not going to hit us very hard at all, and Aerial Ace is not going to hit us hard at all. Because it doesn't even have Stab. It's a Dragon Fairy. We hit Ice Fang. I would hope that this kills, but I really don't know. Wow, that is way less than I expected. Okay, like I said, we're not worried about a Dragon Dance. We still have our Lumbreon. And the reason we put a Lumbreon was either on the off chance that we switched into Flamethrower, or if we had to start dealing with Dragon Breath from either Altaria or Flygon. I really thought I was going to be setting up on that Flygon and not on the Steelix. So the Lumberry was really for Dragon Breath. I think the worst thing that can happen is some kind of crit, like a Dragon Breath or a Dazzling Gleam crit. But I don't think it would kill. And I think Ice Fang, after just doing that much damage, I feel like it's a roll for the kill. It might have gotten like 51%, and then it might get like 48%. You know what I mean? We might leave it on 1 HP. I'm going to hit one more Dragon Dance. I'm going to do it. I'm doing it. Garlic, hold steady. Hold steady. Dazzling Gleam. Okay, don't crit. Don't crit. Oh, a crit, but that wasn't even an issue. Okay. The Ice Fang takes it every time. I can't. There's no reality. Yes, okay, where this doesn't kill. It killed. That's Drake. That's Drake. Alright, Wallace. You son of a bitch. It's time. It's time we take down Wallace and finally get one step closer to our beautiful, delicious soup. Alright. Full restore. Everybody's holding steady. I think this is when we give Cabbage a Citrus Berry, because, you know, you just never know. We start the fight with Hominy every time. Now, what do I got Hominy holding? Mystic Water, that is not what you will be holding. I do want to keep the speed. Tail Glow immediately does a 2.5 boost. It's a 3-stage boost. And so, one Tail Glow and Lantern's special attack stat effectively becomes around 290, which is obviously insane. So oh wow, 58, level 58 Melodic. God. Well, that's, I mean, we're at the cap. The goal here is we set a Tail Glow, at least one, and we start hitting it. I think we're going to want extra bulk. I think we definitely give Lantern the Citrus Berry, because we don't have Magnet. We don't have anything to raise her electric attacks or anything. But with Citrus Berry, we do have a pretty damn good defensive spread. Actually, it's like the worst on the team. Whatever. But like crazy HP though, right? Yeah, highest HP. Okay, so Lantern is bulky. How are you feeling? I had a feeling you might be focused with a sharp gaze. Okay, let's double check. Everybody's here. Soft Stand is smart, because we might need to drop an Earthquake on Tentacruel, Milotic. There's a couple of scenarios. But Hominy and Pork Shoulder got to stay safe. Those are our two foundational ingredients. As long as they survive this battle, then we win this game. But I'm not trying to lose anybody on this team. The only Pokemon I'm even a little bit comfortable losing might be Cabbage. because I don't go crazy with the cabbage in my pozole, but I still want it. Especially when losing cilantro, I want a vegetable in there, you know, a bright. Oh God. All right, hominy, hit it. I don't think there's any world where this Wailord takes us out in one hit. Okay, and it just hits Rain Dance. We outspeed. We've got crazy special attack. I don't know that this will want. Oh wow, that one shot him. As soon as the HP started moving, I was like, oh, okay, this one shot's easy. Actually, this isn't even scary. All right, now who comes out next could be scary. We will run away from a Whiscash. I really hope it's not Whiscash. I think we can play around with. I think we can at least afford to stay in to hit one Thunderbolt on Ludicolo. Let's see what it is. Ludicolo. I don't want this thing to like start setting up. But this is neutral against Ludicolo, this Thunderbolt. I imagine he probably has like Swift Swim or Rain Dish. I'm just debating if I hit Tail Glow again or if I just let the Thunderbolt rip. I probably should have just taught her Thunder straight out. I'm going to see what a Thunderbolt does. Neutral times 2.5 Thunderbolt. Okay, that almost did it. Leech Seed. And we outsped. I did not expect to outspeed, but we did. And there's no way he heals from this range. And Thunderbolt always kills. Okay. Oh, the Rain Dish. We still we have to kill. Now here's where I'm like, I gotta imagine. Okay, it's either Gyarados or Whiscash. And if it's like old Emerald Switch AI, it's going to be Gyarados since we have a super effective move into Gyarados. Gyarados is a little scary, I'm not going to lie. Gyarados setting up too many Dragon Dances and starting to hit Earthquakes and stuff. But Milotic. Okay, I mean, one Leech Seed. What does Milotic know, though? I mean, the worst thing Milotic could do to us is hit us with Toxic. Maybe a Freeze. That would suck, but I think we're super safe to hit this Thunderbolt. Okay, it does hit the Toxic, so now we're safe from Freeze, which is honestly, like, fine by me. Okay. Crit! Hominy crit! One-shot crit Thunderbolt from Hominy. Oh my god. Why, so it wasn't... I guess Switch AI doesn't work the same way. Why would he send out Milotic? Swallow's throwing? That seems so weird to me, but I'm not complaining. No, Pork Shoulder, we're not going to play around with Endeavor. Okay, Cabbage. No, okay, this is what I expected to happen. I'm super glad that Milotic made our lives that much easier, because, like, she can be so fucking annoying. And if Hominy had been too weak to switch in on her, we would have had to do some weird stuff. Gyarados hits Earthquake, I gotta imagine, every time, because he knows we can one-shot, and we don't want to stay in. At half health like this, poisoned, leech-seeded, there's no way we stay in on Earthquake. So it's time now to switch in our Speed Demon Cabbage. The fastest Pokemon on our team. Nice, okay, so we eat the... We miss the Earthquake. It's time to hit Spore. Now this is why I brought Cabbage, was because I knew that if, in case of emergency, Cabbage could come out in almost any fight and outspeed almost any Pokemon and hit Spore. Now we hit the Leech Seed, and we hit it. Okay, that's big. And now we don't really have like a great way to hurt him. Cabbage's offenses are trash, and Machigacha is neutral. And if he wakes up and we burn him, I mean, that's good and bad, because then we can't put him to sleep again. So my thought on this, because I'm not risking Hominy getting hit with an earthquake on the wake up. I'm just not doing it. I don't know that we would outspeed. I don't think we would. Because, I mean, that's like Gyarados' best stat a lot of the time. Gyarados and Magikarp both is their speed. And just looking at ours alone, I mean, I just don't see there's any way we outspeed. So my thought is we send in our Gyarados. And if he stays asleep, we hit the Intimidate, 1. And 2, if he stays asleep, okay. That sucks. Actually, right, this is right. This is what I was looking at. It doesn't matter if he Dragon Dances. His only physical move is Earthquake. So he'll outspeed us, but all he can hit us with is Hyper Beam and Surf. And I feel like there's no way we get hit for that much damage with Surf. So we're going to start Dragon Dancing too. And like Surf and Hyper Beam, neither of them can status us or anything. Like there's no risk of like getting paralyzed or burned or put to sleep or anything. And Leech Seed's going to keep hitting. Right. This is right. Okay. I think we hit a couple of Dragon Dances. Now I'm curious to see how much this does. It's not going to be nothing. But it's going to be close to nothing. Okay. Alright. I think we keep going a little bit. And hit this crunch. It's +2. Okay, perfect. Now, I'm not sure who comes out here. Tentacruel. Now, this is actually the one Pokemon in the whole fight that I think is ultimately Swamperd's job. But I am going to hit it with 1 crunch. Oh, that did a lot. And we get Toxicked? I mean, certainly the safe play is to stay in and hit 1 more crunch. And we still had our Lumberry. Yeah, I think we just hit crunch. Now, we're down to Whiscash. This catfish is the only thing that stands between us and the most delicious bowl of soup I've ever had. And it's time for Cabbage to come in. I know we're +2, but okay, Cabbage, you're a tank. You never die. Yeah, there's no way. We hit the Spore just to be safe. It's 100% accurate. There's 100% no reason not to click it. And then we press Machigacha and hope that 4 times super effective is enough to win us this run. And we do it. We did it. We finally fucking did it. 4 attempts. 4 stupid fucking attempts. And we win. We win the Pokemon Emerald Seaglass. Pozole ChefLocke. I am so... Hold on a second. I'm looking up victory music. I want to hear it. Come on. Victory Road? I don't want Victory Road. I just want, like... Okay, Pokemon in Red victory against Trainer. Let's hear. Oh my god. Alright, I'm so fucking relieved. There were so many things that could go wrong there. I'm so relieved. Once we got through Drake, I felt a little more confident. But still, his Pokemon are all such high level. Not super high level, but I mean, like, 58 was a bit stronger than anything we had. Okay. I'm so happy. I'm so happy we won. Yeah, this is great. Pozole, indeed. I cannot wait. I can't wait. I'm so excited to cook this Pozole. I won't be streaming the cook of the Pozole. I don't have any good way of doing that. I'm not gonna like hold ingredients up to the camera of my laptop. But I'm not gonna like point my laptop at the pot. So I have a camera. I have my phone camera. I don't know. I'm not gonna stream the making of the Pozole, but I'm gonna make the Pozole. I want to plan with my friends when they can come over and eat it, because I plan on making a pretty good amount of it. But I'm just so thrilled. Deathless Elite 4, 2 death run. So we actually came out with less deaths than even the Fire Red run. Even the Lasagna Lock, which was so easy, which we got done in 1 attempt, we had 3 deaths. So I'm really happy. I feel good. We really I always screenshot my my Hall of Famers. I'm not gonna lie, I was really bummed out when I lost that first attempt. I really wasn't expecting to lose the first attempt. And so when I did, I was really discouraged and just like, I don't know, I was like, am I bad at this game? Like, I feel like I should be able to do this. It's not a difficulty hack. I do Nuzlocke all the time and stuff, but I'm just so happy that it's over and that we won. It was such a fun game to play. Shout out to, let me pull up their name. The link is in the description of every single live stream video, and it will certainly be in the description of the actual video that we end up making about this run. Let's see. Their name is Nemo622, who created this RomHack, which was so beautiful and a lot of fun. Some really great encounters, and just a really fun game to play. I just had a blast streaming this. It was really, really fun for me to do on YouTube here. This is the first YouTube stream. It will not be the last. I'm gonna start a new run soon. I'm not sure what yet. I'm debating between doing another ChefLocke, or doing another idea. I have 2 or 3 other challenge run ideas, like original challenge run ideas that I'm playing around with, and like the ChefLocke, we really kind of did a lot of discovery playing through these first 2 about how the game works and how the actual rule set should shape out and all that. So there's Salt, all our guys. Chicharron was instrumental. Couldn't a Wormpole, a Dustox episode there, absolutely instrumental, because we lost to Brawly, but we lost 2 attempts to Brawly, and then Dustox saved our fucking ass in attempt 4. And I was going in there less confident than the 2 attempts we lost, and he saved us. So this was really a run where a lot of Pokemon got to shine, and that was really fun and exciting. And I'm feeling like low-key emotional, and I'm just really excited that we won. I'm really excited that we won, and nothing went terribly wrong. But yeah, I'm definitely planning on putting out some more challenge runs soon. I am going to be uploading the lasagna video like today. I won't publish it today, but I'm gonna get it on there and probably scheduled for sometime this week. So if you're watching these streams, whenever you're watching these streams, definitely keep an eye out for that lasagna video. I'm really excited about it. I think it's pretty fun. I'm not a professional editor. I'm not a professional Nuzlocker, but I really put a lot of effort into it, and it was a really fun run to do. And it was at a time in my life that I really, I don't know, I really needed something. I really needed something of value to do with my life at that moment, and that's what I chose to do, was stream that run. And so I'm really excited to upload that video and share it with people and see what people think of the ChefLocke, and if anybody even sees the video at all, because I know, you know, the channel is, I got a baby channel. I got very, very few views. I know I've got, I think it's like 11 subscribers. Yeah, 11 subscribers, which thank God for every one of you. So yeah, that does it. That's the Elite Four down. That's Emerald Seaglass down. The end. Thank you so much for watching. Whenever you watch, just hang in there. Whatever you're going through, things can get better. And even if some things don't get better, there's always joy to be found. There's always ways to challenge yourself. There's always things you can do to brighten your day, even if just for a moment. So, thanks for watching again, and keep cooking. Bye, guys.